Hello and welcome to another episode of His Class Football. I'm going to give in some predictions for the quarterfinals. So starting with Palmeiras Chelsea. I did commit to last video for Palmeiras to go through. I'm going to keep with it. I think Palmeiras is a great team. I think it'll be really hard against a really good Chelsea with a lot of names going on for them. But I think Palmeiras played a really good games against Botafogo, and I do fancy a Brazilian team, South American team, to go through the next round. Interesting crossover, as I mentioned, Estevao going to Chelsea um, next year, and then the price for the winner here, 55 million, I think. So it's a lot of money on game. So I will go with Palmeiras going through. And then the next match will be Fluminense Al Hilal. Obviously, Al Hilal surprising Manchester City. I think Manchester City were poor. Fair enough to Al Hilal to stick into it and playing really good football and catching Man City on the break. I think Man City saw some ghosts from last year where they weren't defending properly, where they were getting the counters and leaving a lot of pacing behind. You see from the line from Matias Nunes, where Al Hilal saw a lot of luck there with Malcolm running in behind with Leonardo and ultimately getting the win. So I think Fluminense will battle, but Al Hilal will ultimately get the winner. I just feel that the players that Al Hilal have are next level and will get the win there. PSG, Bayern Munich. PSG, I think, is the best team in the tournament, the best football in the world, I think. And I'm tipping it to go all the way to the final. PSG has been playing a very good tournament, and you can see again what we saw in the Champions League, the highlight of Vitinha playing and controlling the midfield, the likes of Usam Dembele pressing very high, and then the other players around the team just fitting it perfectly with each other with the ideas of Luis Enrique. So I'm getting PSG to go to the next round, beating Bayern Munich. And then I'm getting with Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund. I'm going with Real Madrid. I think the match they played was solid, was calm and composed, and they deserved the win um, in the round of 16. So I think even though Borussia is playing very well. They got suspension of Jude Bellingham, so there will be no clash of the Bellinghams there. But yeah, I believe Real Madrid will go through. And then we're going to have the semi-finals. Based on my predictions, we're going to have Palmeiras against Al Hilal. I think with this one, I will go with Al Hilal. Al Hilal, I feel that will get the best of Palmeiras again for what I said before. Better players, and with Palmeiras growing on the tournament and playing good football, I think probably that will be the end of the road for them. And Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia will go through. And then on the other bracket, on the other side of the bracket, will be Real Madrid against PSG, and PSG will win. I think comfortable against Real Madrid. I don't feel that Real Madrid is there yet. I think probably they will grow. You see the likes of Arda Güler playing a different position on the midfielder position, similar to Modric, Tony Cross. I think Xabi Alonso, um, the role of Xabi Alonso identifying this and Arda Güler. You can see how well he played. Probably, in my opinion, the best on the round of 16s for Real Madrid, and obviously get Alexander Arnold growing into the team and throwing those crosses that we're so used to seeing in the Premier League. But Paris Saint Germain is in another level and they are on a roll, so I think they will beat comfortable Real Madrid. And then the final, we're going to go Al Hilal, Paris Saint Germain. I think it's going to be straightforward. Um, PSG will win the tournament and will add to the tally of the victories they've had this year. I think Al Hilal will present some difficulties for them, but PSG ultimately will be the winner. So those are my predictions for the coming quarterfinals of the Club World Cup 2025. And yeah, I'll follow up with some reaction videos and I will try to do some live commentary in Spanish. Let's see what you think. But yeah, tune in, keep in touch, subscribe, comment, and yeah, back with more.